If you're dreaming of living somewhere sunny, with amazing beaches, great amenities, and that easygoing lifestyle we always talk about, then Nuevo Nayarit might just be your spot. But you might be wondering, is it really the best choice? Like, what does it cost to live there? Is it nicer than Puerto Vallarta? Well, today I'm going to take you around this beautiful town and share everything you need to know before you start packing those bags. Now, make sure you stick around until the end because I've got a lot of information to share. Welcome back to Mexico Relocation Guide. Now, you are going to learn a lot about Nuevo Nayarit, which was formerly known as Nuevo Vallarta until 2022, when the government decided that it was better to call it Nuevo Nayarit because a lot of people were confusing it with whether it was in Jalisco or in Nayarit. So anyway, now it's called Nuevo Nayarit. Now, this is a popular spot on Mexico's Pacific coast, right in Nayarit's Valle de Banderas, which is also known as Banderas Bay. It's a big part of the famous Riviera Nayarit, and it's super close to Puerto Vallarta. It's only 15 minutes away. It's also not far from the amazing Marieta Islands. Now, Valle de Banderas in the whole municipality has around 190,000 people. However, Nuevo Nayarit itself is smaller with about 2,000 people. It's a growing residential area, perfect if you're looking for that cozy, warm weather living. Now, something to note, Nuevo Nayarit is not huge by any means, and it's mainly geared towards tourism. That means that you'll bump into more English speakers in places like hotels, restaurants, and other hospitality type services, though locals who aren't in tourism might stick to Spanish. So, as always, we always recommend learning as much Spanish as you can, and then once you actually arrive in Mexico, don't stop learning and continue practicing it. I promise you that Mexicans are some of the most welcoming people and that they will really, really appreciate that you're trying to learn the language. Nuevo Nayarit has that tropical, beach-perfect climate. It's warm, humid, and sunny pretty much every single day of the year. Now, temperatures can go from highs in the mid-80s to lows near the mid-60s. The rainy season is from June through October, and it usually peaks around August and September. So plan your outdoor activities based on this knowledge. Now, the best months to enjoy the area are definitely considered November through April, which usually has less rain, more sunshine, the heat is a little bit less oppressive. However, I would argue that if you're actually looking to move to this part of Mexico, that you actually visit or do your scouting trip in some of the hottest times of the year. That way you know exactly what to expect. Now, let's explore some neighborhoods. Where exactly would you live? Now, this is a modern area that's constantly growing, and it's strategically located near Puerto Vallarta, allowing you to enjoy the benefits of that popular tourist city, but with more tranquility, comfort, less traffic, and then newer buildings. To better understand housing here, let's split Nuevo Nayarit into two main areas: the residential zone and the urban zone known as Valle Dorado. The residential area is located closer to the Puerto Vallarta International Airport, which is about 20 minutes away, and it's right by the ocean, surrounded by golf courses, real estate developments, and higher-end shopping centers. Here, you'll find modern condos or private villas and high-end apartments with 24-hour security, swimming pools, gyms, beach clubs, and other premium amenities. Now, to give you an idea, rental prices here can vary greatly depending on the property type, the exact location, whether it's furnished, whether it's not furnished, and even what time of year you are renting. But to give you an idea, ranges go from $600 a month to well over $3,500 a month for more exclusive properties that have ocean views, golf course views, and are, of course, a lot larger. Now, this area is popular among foreign residents or even those who are just visiting, staying in hotels and vacation condos. And while shared van public transportation is available here, like some combis or colectivos, locals working in this area are the ones that are going to most commonly use it. So it is widely available to get in and out and travel to maybe Puerto Vallarta or some other towns in the area. Now, to get to the main highway and travel between towns, there are also services like Uber, Didi, and then, of course, there's private taxis, which are highly recommended. Now, once you're on the highway, you can use the buses to travel to Puerto Vallarta or even Sayulita. And although traditional local food isn't very common here, you might still find some food carts selling tamales, tacos, or typical Mexican snacks. But Nuevo Nayarit is kind of known more to be a suburb of Puerto Vallarta that doesn't really have all the hustle and bustle that Puerto Vallarta has. It doesn't have that typical Mexican town charm that a lot of people are looking for. So just come and know that that's what you're expecting. It does have some modern amenities, really nice condos, beautiful paved streets, really nice sidewalks, and a lot of the things that maybe you're used to seeing north of the border. And, it also comes at maybe for some people a disadvantage in not having that charm that a lot of people are looking for in that traditional Mexico. Now, on the other hand, Valle Dorado is the urban area where most locals live in Nuevo Nayarit. It's a well-located community strategically situated along the highway. And, using public transportation here is going to be very affordable. You're looking at like 60 cents per local ride. You'll also find more affordable houses and apartments with rental costs typically ranging between $600 to $1,200 a month. Now, Valle Dorado stands out due to its convenience and proximity to essential services like carnicerias, which are butcher shops, poultry stores, and major supermarkets such as Walmart, Chedraui, and Sam's Club, which cover all your daily needs. And although there's no traditional central market or like a mercado, how we're used to seeing in some of these other towns and cities, the availability of fresh produce and food is truly abundant in this part of Mexico. So it doesn't matter where you live in the Riviera Nayarit, you will find fresh fruits, fresh produce in some of the little smaller shops. Now, it's easy to find authentic Mexican food at family-run restaurants. There are small fondas, which are small eateries during the day, and there's traditional nighttime cenadurias, which are famous for classic dishes like sopes and enchiladas, and they're usually very affordable and delicious. So you see, Nuevo Nayarit perfectly blends the modernity and exclusivity of the residential area and, the authenticity of Valle Dorado, which accommodates a more diverse crowd. And then, of course, it feels more, more local. So now let's talk about what you can expect to pay for some of your utilities if you were going to be living in this part of Mexico. Now, if you're thinking about moving to Nuevo Nayarit, it's important to understand how essential services work here. Basic utilities like water, electricity, gas, and internet are very much reliable and work similarly to the rest of Mexico, although specifics may vary depending on your usage. For example, electricity is provided by the Comisión Federal de Electricidad, which is the CFE. During the hotter months, using air conditioning might increase your cost significantly. To give you an idea, rates vary by consumption, and bills arrive every 2 months and typically range between $60 to $200 every 2 months. And that obviously depends on the size of your household, how often you're running your air conditioning, or whether you're running a lot of other electronic devices in your house that are taking a lot of electricity. Now, you can conveniently pay your bill at stores like Oxxo, Kiosco, or the nearest CFE kiosk located in Bucerias, which is just 15 minutes away. Now, water in Nuevo Nayarit is managed by Oro Mapas, and rates are generally very affordable. You're looking at $10 to $20 a month, obviously depending on whether you have a yard or you don't have a yard, and then, your personal usage of water in your household. Private residential communities or condos may have additional fees included in their monthly maintenance costs to take care of the water for the whole area. Now, most homes use gas for cooking and water heating, and it's distributed through portable or stationary tanks. And these usually cost $25 to $40 per refill, depending on the cylinder size. Now, some developments include the service within their monthly fees or the mantenimiento that you pay to the HOA or whoever is managing the mantenimiento in a gated community or maybe in a community that has a type of HOA. Now, internet in Nuevo Nayarit is generally very good. You have providers like Total Play, Telmex, Izzy, which offer fiber optic plans ranging from $30 to about $150 a month, depending on the speed that you choose. Now let's quickly take a pause before we continue because I want to share something very special that can help your move to Mexico be a lot smoother. Now, if you're seriously considering a move to Mexico, I have something special to make your journey smoother. First, get your free Moving to Mexico cheat sheet. This easy-to-use resource gives you quick tips on residency visas, healthcare, housing, and more. And it's totally free and designed to simplify your early stages of planning. Now, if you want to visit Nuevo Nayarit or maybe another city in Mexico that has caught your eye, we also offer private relocation tours. We connect you with a local expert who will personally guide you, answering your questions, showing you the various neighborhoods, shopping areas, what hospital options you have, and more. Our clients love our private relocation tour guides, and many of them have mentioned how valuable having a local show them around has been to their move to Mexico. Now, it's important to remember that Nuevo Nayarit is primarily a residential area, and unlike other touristic destinations in Mexico, you won't find a traditional town center or typical mercados. Instead, the infrastructure is designed to offer security, comfort, and modern conveniences. And although small convenience stores aren't abundant, you'll find some family-owned shops offering local products. Now, since the area isn't very large, your best options for groceries, a variety of products, and imported items are major supermarkets located within the region, such as Walmart, Chedraui, Sam's Club, Supermercado Ley, Soriana, and just 15 minutes away in Bucerias, you have La Comer, which has the best selection of imported goods. You'll also find convenience stores such as Oxxo, Farmacias Guadalajara, and Kiosco. And these stores typically offer everyday essentials. They offer a variety of snacks, hygiene products, cleaning supplies, and in some of them you'll find fruits and vegetables. What's also nice about these stores is you can conveniently pay utility bills like internet, water, electricity, or get a SIM card for your phone. That way you're not paying some of those super high international roaming fees. So you see, the area has a variety of local businesses scattered around. You'll find other things like restaurants, some taco stands, casual eateries, and seafood stands, especially along Boulevard Nuevo Vallarta, which is popular with locals and tourists. Now you also have Plaza Paradise or Plaza Lago Real. These plazas are great for shopping. They also have some restaurants on site, or it's just a good place for you to escape the heat and be able to just get your steps in. Now, beyond shopping, what makes Nuevo Vallarta special is its quality of life. Not only its beautiful beaches and luxury resorts, but also numerous outdoor recreational opportunities. And one of the most attractive areas is Boulevard Nuevo Vallarta, which is a vibrant main avenue full of home-to-luxury residences, diverse restaurants. It has small commercial plazas with things like farmacias or pharmacies, some local stores, local food carts offering a variety of local food, and the boulevard is the heart of social and commercial life here. Now, Nuevo Vallarta is also ideally positioned among some really nice places to visit, like La Cruz de Guanacaste, which is just 30 minutes away, Bucerias, which is 15 minutes away, and Puerto Vallarta, which is only 15 minutes away. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can also explore many beautiful places slightly further away, like the magical town of Sayulita, which is only 40 minutes away from Nuevo Nayarit. Now, if you're interested in learning about La Cruz de Guanacaste, Puerto Vallarta, Sayulita, or any other city in Mexico, check out our channel where we have covered a variety of cities across Mexico, and we include things like the cost of rentals, neighborhoods we recommend, how to get around, healthcare options, and those kinds of things. Now, speaking of healthcare, what can you expect in Nuevo Nayarit? Now, like you, we also agree that your health comes first, so living somewhere with good medical care should be important. For basic healthcare needs and over-the-counter medications, you'll find pharmacies like Farmacias Guadalajara, which offers a wide variety of pharmaceutical products and some over-the-counter things. There's also Farmacias Similares, Farmacias Benavides, which also have an attached doctor's office where consultations cost approximately $3 with no insurance. Now, these consultations are generally available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it just depends on the pharmacy and then, of course, the doctor that is on site. For more advanced medical care, Hospital Joya is your best option. Now, this hospital provides specialized care, emergency services, and state-of-the-art technology in various medical fields. So you have specialists covering a wide variety of things. Now, its infrastructure really meets international standards. It's nice, it's modern, it's clean, it's capable of handling anything from routine checkups to complex medical procedures. Now, whether you need routine care or emergency assistance, Nuevo Nayarit has a healthcare system offering peace of mind for either people who live here full-time or people who are just passing by. So now that you know more about neighborhoods, cost of living, shopping, and those kinds of things, how are you going to get around? Now, first off, taxis are a very reliable option. You can get them at stands along the main avenue or by calling them directly. Now, taxi rates for traveling within Nuevo Vallarta or Nuevo Nayarit start at around $10 for trips to Bucerias, Sayulita, or Punta de Mitad. Costs can go up to about $80 for groups of up to 4 people. Now, there are also bigger taxis, van-sized taxis, accommodating up to 12 passengers. So if you have a larger group, these are available, but you do probably have to request one ahead of time. If you're looking for something more budget-friendly, shared vans, also known as combis or colectivos, and buses are great options. Now, these fares are usually starting at around 70 US dollar cents, like the less than $1. You can travel along the Nayarit coast to Sayulita and Compostela. Now, fares vary based on distance, reaching around less than $3 for the 40-minute trip to Sayulita. So if you wanted to go all the way to Sayulita, you could take a colectivo for less than $3. For longer trips, the bus station in Nuevo Nayarit offers routes to Tepic, Guadalajara, and some other routes. Now, these usually start around $60, with the Guadalajara route taking about 3 hours and 45 minutes without traffic. And if you prefer more freedom, then of course owning your own vehicle will be your best bet. Now, keep in mind that you can bring a foreign plated car to Mexico as long as it has a temporary import permit. You apply for this permit at a land border when driving to Mexico. And also keep in mind that you must have Mexican auto insurance to drive a car in Mexico. Your insurance from another country is no good here. Now, if you prefer Uber and Didi, they are also available. However, keep in mind that waiting times might be longer and fares could be a little bit higher since most drivers come from Puerto Vallarta to pick up passengers in Nuevo Nayarit. So what will you do with your free time? Well, one of the best parts of living in this area is enjoying the spectacular beaches right outside your doorstep. Now, Nuevo Vallarta Beach itself is wide, it's clean, it offers gentle waves which are perfect for swimming, walking, or relaxing in the sun. This beach is easily accessible from most residential areas within a short walk or a quick car ride. Now, along Nuevo Vallarta Beach, you'll find several resorts and beach clubs, including popular spots like ETC Beach Club, Sabal Playa Beach Club, and Mozamare Beach Club. These clubs offer convenient amenities such as beach chairs, umbrellas, pools, restaurant service, showers, bathrooms, and sometimes they even have live music or entertainment, especially on the weekends. Now, access to beach clubs usually involves a day pass or minimum consumption at the restaurant. And this usually ranges from $20 to $50 per person. It totally depends on the beach club. If you're looking to explore beaches beyond Nuevo Vallarta, You can go north to Bucerias, which is only 15 minutes by car or taxi. And there's Bucerias Beach, which has a relaxed atmosphere, local restaurants right on the sand, and it's perfect if you're looking for a more casual, authentic experience without a mandatory beach club fee. Now, getting to these beaches is simple. You can use your car, you can rent one, you can take affordable local buses, or arrange a private taxi, or you can use a ride-sharing app like Uber and Didi. Now, if you like hitting the gym, you'll be pleasantly surprised at high-quality gyms like Anytime Fitness. There's also the prestigious El Tigre Sports Club, which features a really nice golf course with an 18-hole round. And this includes a golf cart. If racket sports are your thing, then we recommend Pick and Pad, which is the ideal place for paddle or for pickleball. Pickleball courts are available starting at $17 per hour, while paddle is usually $22 per hour. Now, while Nuevo Nayarit offers plenty of benefits, there's no place that is perfect, and some expats have noted a few cons that are worth considering before moving here. Now, first, Nuevo Nayarit is primarily a residential and tourist area, meaning that it can feel less authentic compared to some more traditional Mexican towns. Now, some expats mention missing the vibrant cultural events, the traditional mercados, the local community feel found in smaller towns, or even some bigger cities around Mexico. Another one is due to its popularity as a luxury destination, the cost of living, particularly rentals and housing, and some restaurants and entertainment can be higher, especially compared to nearby areas like Bucerias or La Cruz. Now, if you're looking for a budget-friendly lifestyle, Nuevo Vallarta might not be the most affordable option, although it does have that modern feel it feels so much like a north of the border town. But, it's very close to Bucerias, it's very close to Puerto Vallarta. It has that convenience of being close to some of the most beautiful areas of this part of Mexico. And also, transportation without your own vehicle can be a little bit limiting. Now, there are taxis, there are Ubers, there are some buses available, and, keep in mind that there might be longer wait times, especially for rideshare services. Even though they are common, since many drivers do come from Puerto Vallarta, it can be inconvenient if you're looking to get from one place to the other quickly. So if you don't have your own car, just know that maybe public transportation can be a bit limiting. And then lastly, during peak tourist season, which is usually between December through April, some expats report that local beaches and restaurants become very crowded, which does impact that laid-back feel, and, it does feel like maybe the town is busier than usual. Now, despite some of these cons, many expats still find that Nuevo Nayarit offers many advantages that outweigh these issues. Now, it's always a good idea to visit the area yourself. There's no amount of YouTube videos or blog posts or anything in the world that's ever going to replace your own perspective. So I really do encourage you to visit the area so that you can decide if Nuevo Nayarit is right for you. Now tell me something. What do you think about Nuevo Nayarit? Can you see yourself living here? Is this the place for you? If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about life in this part of Nayarit or maybe other parts of Mexico, please subscribe. And don't forget to explore more videos on our channel. We've covered so many cities around Mexico, as well as a ton of different interviews with people living across Mexico and sharing their experience. Now, also, don't forget to check out our resources in the description of the video. Get the free cheat sheet and learn more about our private relocation tours. My name is Mariana. You are watching Mexico Relocation Guide, and I will see you guys in our next video. Nos vemos!